I would like to cordially invite the Goth family to come and live in their dream home, please. So today we are doing another one of those letter puzzle build challenges where I'm gonna take a word, rearrange the letters, and make it into a shell that represents the word's aesthetic. This always sounds a lot more confusing when I explain it, but let me show you what I mean. So essentially, I'm gonna do a goth house today. In the comments of the last video that I did for this challenge, you guys had a lot of recommendations, and one of them was goth. So I'm gonna start with the G as my base. I'm gonna bring the O on top. When you think of goth home exteriors, a lot of the times you think of like dark colors, obviously black. One thing that stood out to me a lot when I was like looking up exteriors for this is Victorian architecture. There tends to be quite a few like Victorian details when you're doing a goth home. Even when we think of the iconic goth mansion in The Sims 4, it's got those kind of details. So that is gonna be a little bit of inspiration for my shell today. So I've got my H on top. I just gonna put this here so I could properly put it where I wanted it. And then on the top, I think I'm gonna stick the T. I'm gonna go for height more than anything. I don't want it to be like longer. I want it to be higher so I can just kind of like stack the details up, if that makes sense. I feel like that's a weird way to put it. I don't know if that really does make sense now that I think about it, but I'm thinking my shell will kind of be something like this. So G, OH on the second floor, and the T on top. Now for the hardest part, which is actually unironically my favorite part of this build challenge, is to roof it. Okay, looking at this, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of roofing pieces, but let's start at the top. So we're gonna start with the T. I'm gonna do one basic one, pull it all the way across. I'm not gonna adjust anything until I've got like all of the roofing on there. I'll copy and paste that one, put that on the other side of the T, maybe copy and paste that, put it on the H. It's a lot of copy and pasting when it comes to roofing, especially when you start going in with the angles. So that side's looking kind of good. I'm gonna copy and paste this one, bring it over here. We'll have a little bit of overhang, which I don't really want, so I'm gonna kind of hold shift and bring that up. I know that this is like hanging over, but I'm probably gonna do a patio down there. It's columns like holding up that H. And then for this one, I'm gonna copy and paste again. I'm not really happy with the roofing, so I'm just gonna add more. That's how you fix everything, right? And there we go. I think I'm content with that top roofing part. Now we can go down to the bottom, where I think I'm gonna have to use an octagon roof piece here. And I'm okay if it overhangs a little bit over the actual roofing piece, because again, I think I'm gonna do the patio. Maybe my entry can be down here. And then I'm left with this like one awkward space. So I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna use one of these and kind of just attempt to make that work. And I'm holding Alt on my keyboard while I'm adjusting this so that I have a little bit more control. I'm trying to get it to meet that weird angle right there, which I don't think is gonna be perfect, but it's gonna have to be good enough. Okay, let's raise this thing up. I think I got all the roofing, right? I'm gonna change my roofing to black. The entire house is gonna be black for sure. I don't mind doing multiple kinds of roofing. So I'm gonna cover it with this, maybe put some metal in there somewhere. I find some of the roofing colors aren't dark enough. Like I like this one from Island Living, going in with that roof trim, and it's starting to come together a little bit. Okay, now for the patio. So let's get some columns. I'm gonna use vampires. Actually, wait, we should start with the fence. Okay, so get together. This florid fence is my favorite one to use. So I'm gonna just kind of follow where the roof went and just do that all the way around the H. Of course, we'll get our stairs going. And essentially, the hard part for the exterior is kind of done. We've got our roofing on there. Now all I have to do is decorate it in the Gothic style, which I haven't done a dark build in so long. I'm gonna use spooky stuff dark wood for my flooring, and for my wallpaper, I have the same problem that I had with the roofing. Nothing is ever like dark enough in this game, I feel like. I do have a reshade on, so it could have something to do with that. For the lighting in the game, I don't really know, but I struggle with this a lot. Like to me, this looks like a light gray / dark brown, but I'm gonna go in with some varying wallpaper. I am gonna do a trim to cover up that white strip there. And I think for a little extra detail, I'm gonna take my columns and put them around some of my edges. Now we can start to add some of the details. For my door, I think I'm gonna use Cottage Living, or there's also this one from Vampires we could use, and Discover University. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna use Discover University here. We could do like a black and gold moment, and we can use this one, which, okay, hot take here. This is from Cottage Living, and I've noticed that a lot of the dark swatches, like any of the black swatches that come with Cottage Living, is very gothic. I did a forest punk build recently for one of the challenges that we've done on my channel recently, and like you'll see, I'm gonna use it a lot. It comes up a lot. Like look at this. I don't know if it's meant to be kind of like creepy a little bit, but it just comes off like very gothic. I'm loving it. Not what you would expect from the happiness in a pack that is Cottage Living. So let's do some windows. Yeah, the black and gold I quite enjoy. I'm probably gonna be playing around with quite a few different styles of windows too. That is our windows and doors taken care of. I'm definitely gonna be adding some spandrels in between. Victorian homes tend to have a lot of detail, so I'm gonna try and have that shine through in both the interior and exterior of of this build. Inside, I want to have a lot of like darker collectibles, clutter. I recently saw, I think it was on TikTok, this girl had a Gothic maximalist house, and it was one of the coolest things I had ever seen. It was so well decorated. I want to aim for that. I personally think some of the best vines that we've got in the game are from vampires, so I use these a lot, not just for like Gothic style of builds. I use them even for like cottagecore, family home. I believe I've said it once before, and I'll say it again, vampires underrated. We will add some trees around. These match really nicely from Discovery University. You also see in a lot of Gothic Victorian architecture these like points on top, and I don't know what it is, but I feel like it gives that spooky vibe. Same as these little things poking out of the roof. Again, I think this is from vampires. And with the roofing and everything, all of the details in place, ladies and gentlemen, her. I think it looks so cool, so creepy with like the lighting bouncing off the green. This is what it looks like with all of the details. Here it is from the back. I was worried that I was going overboard with the greenery a little bit, but being that the only pop of color, and I don't know, I thought it looked kind of cool. And then down below, I have a bar down here. I put a barbecue, a little picnic table with a Journey to Batu torn rug. Ooh, and I gotta show you guys my favorite part. So in here, I haven't finished it yet, but there's kind of this little area inside the G. So I added stairs going down there, and I'm going to be adding more plants around. This is gonna be like a cozy little seating area. So maybe I can add another window on that side. And yeah, I'm gonna add more vines. I just want it to be like a magical little kind of like courtyard, but small. I literally just needed something to go in with the G. In there is gonna be our little courtyard. And okay, we're gonna go inside. The layout I think is actually gonna work out quite nicely. So inside we've got two doors, one there, one at the front. Our stairs are gonna be to the left. I don't really know where everything is gonna go yet, but we're gonna go up and have the O and the H here, and then we're gonna have stairs leading up to the T, which I'm gonna have to do something about that roofing. Let's start here with the O. So I literally have my black, gray, and white color filter on. I really don't think I'm gonna use any other colors in this build. So I think what I wanna do is over here, I'll do my kitchen. So let's start here. I'm gonna have my kitchen all the way to the back. Let's get a fridge. Ooh, yes, cottage living coming through. I'm telling you guys, there's more to that pack than just cottagecore. So I'm trying to place these kind of strategically so they wrap around that corner. This is how I'm gonna have to do my kitchen essentials. I've got my fridge, I have my oven and my sink. It's a little tricky to figure out my kitchen wrapped around like that, but I think I got it. We're gonna do all black clutter, any of the items that we use over here. And like I said, I'm probably gonna go maximalist, so there's gonna be a lot of clutter around. Ooh, these candles are gonna make an appearance a lot in this build. Ooh, let's find some Gothic art. Okay, so I'm cluttering. I think I'm done cluttering this area over here. There's gonna be our kitchen. Let's get some Gothic art. Ooh, okay, this one is kind of cool. This is cool too. This is taking a little bit more searching than I thought it would, honestly. Okay, I think I have enough. Some of them are kind of creepy, but I think we're gonna be good. So I think I'm gonna leave this for my kitchen. We've got our clutter everywhere there. I'm gonna move on to the dining area, which I'm gonna do right here. I've got Realm of Magic chairs with get-together tables so far. Ooh, those look kind of cool. It's funny seeing things in like these dark swatches. Like I've never seen this swatch and how it kind of comes together as Gothic. This again from Cottage Living, the all black vase with the all black like roses. I kind of think I want to change my wallpaper. I'm not sure if I'm feeling it. We could go all black, but I also like this green. I don't know. The green will go somewhere. Green can go upstairs for now. So filling this up with honestly some Journey to Batu stuff in here. I've got the skull on there. This is my dining room kind of coming together. Let's move on. Right here, I could probably do like a little bookshelf or something. Actually, wait, Vampires has this like cabinet that has a skull in it and some other creepy things. So I can put that right beside my stairs. Instead of curtains for some of my windows, I'm using these from Snowy Escape to just like board up the windows. I feel like that looks kind of cool. And right here, I might do a bathroom. I think I'll end up doing two bathrooms. So this one's just gonna be a little guest bathroom. Ooh, yes, with these doors. It really bugs me that we can't light these candles. They're just like in decor. But either way, this is our basic bathroom, just a guest bathroom. And I do want to do, honestly, just an entry area right here. Our main door is right there. Just a small little entry area, and then upstairs will be the main living room. I guess we should incorporate a creepy picture of Vlad. I mean, technically this is his house. This is the lot that he lived on. I'm kind of building on top of it. So I guess we can at least pay our respects by covering him up with a mirror. Or should I leave it? I mean, it kind of fits, right? Okay, I'm gonna leave it. Instead of knights, we've got these guys. Imagine you walked into a house and you saw those. I would be out so fast. Oh, look at these lanterns from the Oasis Courtyard kit. That looks so good. I would like to cordially invite the Goth family to come and live in their dream home, please. Yeah, I think anywhere that I can stick these lanterns and like size them down. I think they look really good too. I don't have enough space as I'm like making it out to be right now. Honestly, I need to be careful, so maybe I should cool it. So I think I'm gonna stop for now and go upstairs, and we're gonna do the living room. By the way, I finally settled on this from Eco Lifestyle of all the things. I do still plan on using my green somewhere. Maybe I'll put that over there. Okay, so I'm gonna have my fireplace right here. Ooh, definitely going to be using this paranormal couch in all black. There's actually so many good ones. We'll do Realm of Magic chairs, and now we spookify. I'm kind of trying to avoid like too much red in this build. I feel like whenever I do a goth build, it's always like black and red, and I'm trying to do something different today by like just using the black and white. Paranormal rug looks good in here. This style looks so cool. This like maximalist goth style. I'm into it. I do want to have a grandfather clock. I love this item from Vampires. Like, I don't use it often enough. I've never seen this bookshelf. This is a base game one called Deep Thoughts Bookshelf. Why have I never seen this? I kind of like the idea of two different kinds of bookshelves here too. So I'm gonna do maybe a writing area. My first thought is always to put a computer, but I think it would be really cool if I did like a quill, like pen, like that. I love that. Like, look at this clock. I don't know what it is. I really don't. Let me know if you guys agree with the cottage living thing, but I'm just gonna clutter up this little area a little bit more before we move on to the next room. There we go. Some cool stuff over there. I actually don't know where I'm gonna put my double bed. I'm kind of running into a little issue here. I should have put it in the O, to be fair, because upstairs in the T, I really don't have any room. The only option would have been to put it in the O, but I love how it looks already. So we're gonna have to go with a single bed. You know what we could do? We could turn this into like a goth like student home maybe, and have like a few different bedrooms. So let's say we did one bedroom here, one there. We'll do bathroom here, and then upstairs could be a cool maybe like magic room or another study, a writing room, something like that. Creativity room, I don't know. Bathroom will have a bathtub because I didn't have one downstairs. So in the bathroom, we're also going to be raising up some of these lanterns on the bathtub. Probably a fire hazard, would not recommend. These we can raise up on the toilet, and there's our little bathroom. And then we're gonna go on and do a bedroom next. This is gonna be a small one. They're actually all probably gonna be kind of little. So I'm gonna make them kind of similar but different, so everyone's got a different bed. I'm thinking if you're in like a dorm, then they're all kind of the same, but you personalize them a little bit, so that's what I'm gonna aim for. Ooh, maybe this one can be more like vintage goth. This one could maybe be more like spellcaster goth. Ooh, there are like these black crystals, which could be really cool. I'm using the skull case from base game in black, and I'm gonna be putting some of these in there if I can. If not, they're gonna have to go on the floor, but these are perfect. Okay, yeah, spellcaster goth right on in there, and then we're gonna do maybe like glam goth. I think that's a thing. I wish I could fit a vanity in here, but glam goth can have all of the mirrors. Definitely with some of the black clothes from Dream Home Decorator. That looks pretty cool. All right, and then finally we're gonna go upstairs and do whatever room this is gonna be. I think I'm gonna combine all of their interests. I could do like a library on the one wall with a whole bunch of bookshelves. What about like bookshelf storage? So I already have like quite a few functional ones downstairs. I'm gonna shove those over to the side. Over here we can do like a reading area though with a chair. There we go. And then for the other side, like down the hallway, this is kind of awkward with the roof. So I don't really want to put anything in the middle here because you're not gonna see it, and my stairs are there anyway. So let's do some Realm of Magic stuff up here. I've got this apothecary cabinet, and that is probably all that I can shove up in that corner there. So this is it for our final goth build. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know any words that you want me to do next. Ooh, I have to delete these. I always forget about these gallery pictures. Ooh, okay, wait, that actually went outside by accident, but I think I'm gonna leave it. Anyway, I'm gonna put this on the gallery under Sydneymacoretta. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.